Hey everyone, welcome back to Not a Pickle Vlog. Today I'm going to be covering how to embed Power BI reports into Business Central. What most people don't know is there's actually two different ways of doing this. You can embed directly into your Role Center or homepage, and you can also embed into individual pages if it's supported. Before we get started talking about how to do this, there are a few requirements that you have to know. The first being you must have a Business Central license and a Power BI Pro Premium per user or higher license. So two different licenses. Second is your report must be published to Power BI service. And this can be either in your workspace or it can be in a shared workspace as long as you have access to that workspace. So those are the two requirements. Let's go ahead and go over to Power BI service. And I'm going to be going ahead and looking at the sales report or app that Microsoft has recently released that connects directly to Business Central. If you're interested, I highly recommend you check it out. These are great canned reports that really enable end users to get started with Power BI in the context of Business Central quickly. So let's go ahead and say that we have this report and it's uploaded to service, which it is. This could also be a custom report that you have published to your own workspace though. So just keep that in mind. Everything we show today will be the same, regardless of it, if it's an app from AppSource or it's a report that was built and published to any particular workspace. Let's go ahead and go over to Business Central now. So I'm in the Role Center. If you go ahead and scroll down Power BI widget, and you'll see the setup Power BI reports in Business Central. All this is doing is essentially checking to make sure whichever user you are logged into Business Central with also has a Power BI license. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this, just next, and it's saying, great, you have a license. So finish. Now it's saying there are no enabled reports. So I'm going to go ahead and hit select reports. And now this is going to hook in to Power BI service and look at every report in every workspace that I have access to. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the sales app that we were just looking at and just click on it. And now you can see that the same sales app that we were looking at in Power BI service is now embedded into Business Central. The interesting thing with this is you don't lose the dynamic activity. You can see that I'm hovering over this visualization and I'm still getting my tooltip. I can still drill through to individual pages. And that'll take some time to load, but we're going to go back here and just click on a few things and you can see the report itself is still dynamic. If you want, you can open focus mode on individual visualizations and you can see that it kind of blows it up and makes it easier to see. And the last important thing to note here is you can actually hit this down arrow and hit expand. And this will expand your Power BI report so you can click through all the individual pages without actually leaving Business Central. So that's awesome. Really great for end users. The other thing that many people don't know about is you can actually embed individual visualizations into pages. So let's go ahead and go to our sales orders page because we were just looking at our sales order report. And you're going to go ahead and hit your settings cog, go to personalize, and if it is supported, this Power BI box here, it's hidden because there's lines, will pop up. So we're going to go ahead and hit this down arrow and hit show. And then we're going to go ahead and select report. Just scroll down and find our sales app again. And now you can see here that we can see all of our visualizations that are coming from our Power BI report directly embedded into the page. The last step to do here is to actually hit done. And now your report here, your visualization is embedded into the page. So this is really great for end user support and visualization into more data. the great thing with Power BI is that, I made it a little bit too big here. The great thing with Power BI in the context of Business Central is this really allows you to go beyond what you can see on a particular page in BC, because in BC we're limited to just what we see here. If we wanted to look at a particular order, we'll have to click into it and then look at the lines, whereas if you embed a visualization into the page, you might get a little bit more insight a little bit quicker without having as many clicks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. This is a great feature that really enables end users and organizations to be data driven and have more insight to their BC data quickly. So thanks guys.